story time. So once upon a time, I was a brand new nurse. Well, not brand new. I was probably like 2, 3 years in, whatever. But started in the emergency department, right? And I wanted to kind of spread my wings and decided to apply to the ICU, right? So on the phone with the manager, we're having an interview, chit chat, and talking about all my experience and blah blah blah, and everything was going great, right? Until I walked in to the actual interview. Now I noticed her entire tone was so excited during the phone call, and we just kind of went over all of the things and just, this is what you'll be doing, this is who you'll be working with, this is these are the resources and all the whatever, right? I was like, oh great, this sounds awesome, whatnot, oh we can't wait to meet you and all this. Oh, it was just a wonderful experience over the phone. Fast forward to waiting in the waiting area for the actual interview to start. Waited there for a good 30 minutes. So this was after someone came to me and said, oh, we'll be with you in a second, and went to go tell, I guess, the manager that I was out there. Super weird experience. But anyways, they came back finally and walked me to the manager's office, right? And so I get there and I take a seat and it began. She was like, you're Ray? I said, yes, I am. Hi, how are you? The whole, no smile, no nothing, just disgust. So I'm thinking, maybe she's just having a bad day. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad day. So I mean, during interviews, I typically like to ask questions. It's usually very comfortable, very much like a dialogue type situation, right? The same energy she had during the phone call, baby, that's not what this was, like, at all. To the point. I get done with my spiel, and she looks at me quietly, looks down at her paper, kind of like flips through, my resume. And she's like, so what exactly were you expecting to happen here today? Mind you, at that point, I was 2 weeks postpartum, just had like a C-section, and wobbled into that daggone interview, okay? So I mean, I was picking up what she was putting down, and I asked her, do you mind elaborating on that question? Please. To which she says, well, we typically don't hire new graduates. And I'm like, doesn't my resume say like 3 years experience? And we require much more experience, in the ICU. And I'm like, babe, doesn't my resume say emergency trauma registered nurse? What? Baby, I package them up and send them to you, sweetheart, and manage them and hold them, mind you, when y'all don't have any beds. So, excuse you? So then she comes in with the, well, why should we hire you over someone else? By now, I was annoyed, so then I told her, the new grad you're thinking about hiring, she's going to quit in about 6 months. And all of that time that you wasted could have gone to somebody who was experienced. And then on top of that, your staff will be really upset with you because they'll still be seeing their 3-to-1 ratio ICU nurses and still boarding patients unnecessarily because they don't have adequate help. And will be annoyed because now they had to train somebody who then quit because they couldn't take it anymore and it was just too much. But it's completely up to you how you want to play that game and how pressed you are. Either way, thank you for the opportunity and this experience. You enjoy the rest of your day. Got up and left. Called me back 30 minutes later to offer me the opportunity. Baby, please. What's crazy is that one of my colleagues was like, don't you go applying to their ICU. They don't want us up there. I guess I just had to see it for myself. What's funnier is that they hired the new grad and she quit in 3 weeks. But I don't know. Maybe this was just a one-off. Maybe it's not what I think it was.